we're seeing is that troop movements towards the border continue. Key combat enablers like bridging assets are being moved into place. There's imagery that you may have seen on open source overnight of a new pontoon bridge having been put in place over the Pyrenees River between Belarus and Ukraine. We've seen a very, very large field hospital being built on the border by the Russians. So for all of the talk about de-escalation in Moscow, I'm afraid that what we're seeing is the opposite, and we're very worried about it. It is part of modern competition between states and part of modern warfare, frankly, to engage in information maneuver and to try to deceive and promote disinformation. I'm afraid I'm pretty convinced that that is what the talk of troops leaving the area is. The Russian MOD has released footage that purports to show troops leaving, but the reality is that we're seeing the opposite. That's not to say that there isn't still a diplomatic avenue to pursue. Overnight, the US administration has been very clear that they continue to want that to be where President Putin goes next. The Foreign Secretary, the Defense Secretary, the Prime Minister, and colleagues around Europe will remain engaged in trying to open up a diplomatic track. But I'm afraid from our perspective here in the MOD, what we're seeing is something that's quite worrying. Because this isn't just a news story. The consequence of what's going on at the moment could be that a major modern army crosses a border and collides with another major modern army, and tens of thousands of people, military, civilian, get killed or injured in the process. This is something of real urgency. We need to get the diplomatic track up and running. There's lots of effort to make that so. The problem is that part of the diplomatic process is to see Russian de-escalation. And at the moment, all we've heard is talk of de-escalation, and we've seen, I'm afraid, the opposite.